All right, so
Over to Lake Sammamish.
over to Lake. How high?
You can follow 90, 1200 at least, if we can get up to it.
Okay.
There you go. 25, 25, we'll get you up.
Okay, how high?
Oh, I mean, I like at least 1,000.
Yeah.
Floatplane 8 November Foxtrot, traffic 12 o'clock, maybe closer to 1 o'clock, 2 miles northbound, 1,600, and then nothing else observed between you and Lake Sammamish. We'll see you later.
Looking for traffic. 758 November Foxtrot. Thank you.
Red Tower, Eagle 16 Echo.
Northbound, so you should be going ahead, going away from us.
Yep. Tower, from there, fly directly to the Whitewater Tower.
To wash the windows today.
Whitewater Tower, 16 Echo. Whitewater Tower, it's out of medical, Skyhawk 30 Victor.
Cessna 30 Victor, runway 34, cleared to land.
Runway 34, cleared to land, 30 Victor.
Okay, so follow the freeway, you say?
Oh, yeah. So, something does go south, you can land there.
12 o'clock, 5 miles, inbound experimental 1,100.
What would this thing do on asphalt or concrete?
Make a lot of sparks, but you'll be fine.
Okay.
Thank you. Base of the Class Bravo over Renton is...
Kind of land, nose up, keep it full.
Should work fine.
Yeah, kind of the same attitude, maybe slightly higher, because if you go too high, then you have that rocking tendency when, and it could.
It's going to slap down.
Let's switch to 22.9, we don't have to talk to them anymore. Look at this, it's calm over there.
Now 22.9 is actually who?
Okay, so and they made things so complicated when I came back home. So it's all Lake Sammamish, this whole corridor between the floating bridges and Lake Union. Kind of this whole area here.
Is Lake Union 122.9?
9. So all this. So Lake Union, Lake Washington, Lake Sammamish.
And Kenmore?
Kenmore's 22.7.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that? So you got some guys training between the 520 bridge and Sandpoint. They may be on 22.7, they may be on 22.9. I'm
right.
Like, ah!
I'm with you.
Come on, people.
No.
I was here the other day, and there was trout jumping all over the place over here. It was so awesome at Lake Sammamish. All right, let's do a normal landing into the wind, if you can.
That way?
Well, where's the wind thing? Where do you think it's from? If there's any.
That way?
Yep. Up here and take a look. What's some things we're looking for to see what wind is coming from?
Little ripples. I don't see any smoke coming from anybody's wood stove today. I could be looking for flags flying anywhere. I got traffic up there.
Oh yeah.
Do have some ripples on the water.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not very good at reading them. It almost looks like they're coming at us.
Yeah.
Or are they going that way?
It might be a bit of an east wind.
Okay.
Sometimes when it's light and variable like this, it'll be tough to tell.
So I see 2 boats.
Yep.
3 boats. 4 boats. Closer I get, the more boats I see.
Yeah. You should be able to stay out of their way.
So just kind of shoot for the center?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd say it's kind of light and variable. We could probably get away with any direction.
Okay, so pulling our power back to about 15.
Yep.
And then we want the same on our RPM?
No. What you can do is you're getting into the prop governor range. So when you pull the power far enough back, for example, look at the prop. See, 2100. Now you're out of the prop governor range. That's when you can bring this forward.
Okay, go ahead and push it forward. Yeah.
Now you're at 1800, 1700. You're out of the prop governor range. Good. We'll just do a normal landing. Flaps 20.
Airspeed down.
Yep, there you go. That's good speed. 570, somewhere in there. Doing confined. I can start seeing the ripples now, and it looks like it was out of the east, going this way. Light enough, we can go this way. $65, $60, firm. I just want to point that out. That's flat, dug in there. full stop.
What were you saying?
Oh, I just want to point out your speed. So you had 65 with flaps 20, and you could see you flared, and then it was done flying. It just had the plop to it. So
was it an okay?
it was fine. It's
Or was
perfectly safe.
I flared a little too high?
It's a little too high. It's
was what that was.
Because you're going to hear a lot of it.
Airspeed too high?
No, I mean you had the right airspeed.
Just
but
flared
it does
too high.
Flare too high, and it just like that you decel. So if you keep it all the way to the water then flare, then that's ideal.
Okay.
And you'll hear Fred say a lot, don't land flat, don't get slow, and that's what happens. A lot of guys end up flaring up high, then it just, you know,
drop it on.
It decels. I mean, it's got those floats hanging out there, so it's like,
right.
Boom, you're done.
So don't land flat and don't decel.
Yeah, don't get slow.
Don't get slow.
Yeah. Cool.
So, cow flaps, I never closed them because I forgot to do my cruise check. So they're open. Let's do our 7. Throttles at idle. Prop is full. Mixture's rich. Flaps are at 20. Cow flaps are open. Rudder is set. This is set. And the last thing is
that one. Already
guys,
up. Yeah.
And they're up. So we're ready.
Let's go up and get up on the step right here and do some step taxiing. So full power, get up on the step. Stick all the way back. All the way back. There you go. See how the nose comes up? Let the nose get to its highest point. That's when you can start pushing it over.
You can almost feel the ass end.
You can. That's a little bit of porpoise, a little bit of back pressure. Let's keep it 35 knots, just below the white arc.
A little more power.
A little bit, yep. Why do we do this speed? Because it's a safe speed. We can do stuff like this, and you can kind of feel it. Pull stick all the way back. What happens? But just the heels digging. You feel that?
Yeah.
And then you can feel the acceleration there. It's a good safe speed. You can do this as well. Push it all the way forward. Just digs in there. That's a porpoise right there. I just made a porpoise. Stick back.
Right.
Stops right away.
Okay.
Cool. So you can see how the two dramatics there, that talks to you.
Yeah.
If we want to do a turn, say we do want to do a turn to the right, full right aileron, as you probably read. A little bit of power. That's plenty of rate right there. There you go.
Holy cow.
It feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
It's all right. Do nice and slow. Yep. That's all you need to do. Sometimes it's just a little bit of left rudder to stop it too, whatever it takes.
Okay. I keep wanting to back off on the aileron. No. But I need the full aileron, and
because if the wind catches you and you start to roll, you want that to stay down.
Yeah, you're definitely turning with your rudder.
Yep.
I don't actually have my rudders down, so I'm doing all air rudder turning.
Exactly. Because if you're doing your water rudders down, you could damage them.
Okay.
Yep. Maybe a little bit more to the right. There you go. Tighter the turn, the more the drag, the more power you need.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But this looks good. Kind of glance at your airspeed and your attitude.
About 33.
Yep. And we can come to stop. Go straight ahead, so you can neutralize the aileron straight ahead, and we'll do a turn to the left. And it loves the left turns, torque. The nose is raising up, wants to fall off. A little bit of power. There you go. See how you add the power and it increases the rate?
Oh boy. Yep.
So you're almost using right rudder to counteract the torque.
Yeah, you are.
Yep. There you go. Yeehaw! This is one of the hardest things for guys to pick up. They've never done anything like this before. But this looks good. Perfect rate, coming all the way around. Where you really want to watch it, most dangerous turn. Wind and centrifugal force are pulling you that way.
Gotcha.
If anything goes sour, pull the power, stop the turn.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's pretend we're having a float dig. So pull the power, stop the turn. See what happens. Stick all the way back. No problem.
Okay.
That should be your recovery. You'll do that on the.
Okay.
At least you weren't leading. I get some guys do those. They do the leads. They're like, ah.
Okay.
Cool. Let's try another rough water takeoff we were doing earlier. How's that sound?
Okay, so I want to get this thing around. I don't think we're in the wind right now.
We'll pull the power back, see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Your water rudders are up. Dude, it's light and variable. It's coming all over the place. Right now.
See where she goes.
Yep.
Actually, is she turning from torque or wind right now?
Well, if it was torque, it'd be doing a left turn.
Yeah, you're right. It would be. So, no, we're getting...
And you've got an old swell. This is where I always told people. I had one guy, a good buddy of mine, flip a plane over. This is what he did. Because he had the old wind swell on the water. When it's light and variable, sometimes you'll look here and say, oh, it's blowing that way. Well, it could be an old swell. It takes a long time for the swell to switch. There's a fish right there. When it's light and variable, it'll go back and forth. It'll do an oscillation. Pendulum, and it'll slowly dampen out. So it takes a while. So,
I think it's safe to go that way.
Oh, yeah. But my point is, if you're fighting it and you think you're in the wind, you're not in the wind. You shouldn't be fighting it on the rudders. I had a buddy, he said, this is the wind. He's looking at the waves, and he went 45 to it. He's fighting it, the whole thing went whoop, flipped right over. Cool. I smell like stripper.
What kind of stripper is it?
Paint stripper. Gross.
Okay, she keeps wanting to...
It's doing the pendulum.
Yeah.
So you see the two? It's slowly going to dampen out. So take the average of the two, and I would say it's right there.
Yeah.
You can see the little C's in the waves right there.
Okay, cool. So water rudders are up. All right, let's go 7. Prop, throttle. Prop is full, mixture's rich. Flaps are 20. Cow flaps are open, rudder is set. We're on both tanks, and our rudders are up, water rudders.
Perfect.
Oh,
rough water takeoff.
Okay, rough water.
Lance, your airspeed. You know if you get close to the white arc, you can put them down. So I'd say about right here. Yep.
Okay.
Keep the nose where it's at. Don't let it go up or down. Not down. There you go. Then slowly pitch over, flaps up. There you go. Keep it right here because you're really slow. Because if you had an engine out, you want to be close. Perfect. The VX is what, 56, 20 degrees of flaps?
Yeah.
Or VY, we can transition to that. I prefer the VY. I like the extra speed.
Yeah.
The reason being, if you have an engine failure, we might as well do. So you got good speed, you're climbing out, let's say you have an engine failure. Your first instinct should just be to push it over, get
Okay.
your airspeed.
You want me to do an engine failure?
Go ahead, pull the throttle. Throttle, this should be your first instinct, this right here.
Okay.
Just look at your airspeed. You usually don't
Should I
get
give some flaps?
No, wait till you're committed. Don't do the early flare, all the way to the water. All the way to the water. Once I know I got it, I start doing flaps now. Yep. Oh, see I got some extra energy?
Yeah.
There you go. Now you can just... A little glassy too. Perfect. Digging in. Common mistake. People touch down and then they kind of give up. And they just let the nose come over. Everybody does it. That's funny. Completely calm here.
Yeah.
Out of the south over there, whipping out of the north of Renton. It's this area. It's microclimates.
West-northwest.
Good job.
All right, let's...
So engine failure, stuff the nose. Get your airspeed. You're not gliding anywhere. You know?
These things got a lot of drag, huh?
Exactly. If you're below 1,000 feet, stuff the nose, land straight ahead.
Okay, perfect.
Boy, we're going through it now, aren't we? Let's talk about confined area takeoff.
Right.
Another thing, you want to get off early.
How far can we go? I mean, can we see those poplar trees?
Yep.
Can we clear those from here?
Let's try it. Let's go like offshore of it.
Okay. Okay, 7, throttle.
Look at this. This is the torque. No wind.
Okay,
Round
so it is the torque.
Yep.
Yeah, because we're sitting on glass right here.
Yep. So put the water rudders down. There you go. Boom.
Water rudders work really good. They said that this thing will turn almost in a wingspan with idle.
Oh yeah. Unless you have a lot of wind.
Yeah, just like the thing with idle. I mean, now I can just pivot.
Yep. Cool, huh?
It is cool.
Traffic,
Enough air going over everything, and the rudders are really functional.
45 left traffic.
Okay, so we got our 7. We got 20.
So this heading right here. So it's, and we'll just go offshore of it and see if we can clear that. So confined area. We'll wait on the water rudder so it doesn't kick to you once we're
Okay, I
ready
put
to
them
go.
up.
Well, we want to keep our line though, so let's just talk this through really quick.
Okay.
So confined area, we know we want VX, so hit 56 and 20 degrees on the way out, right? Nail that. Just want to make sure I'm the right numbers. 56, 20 degrees until you're clear. So we'll clear the poplars.
56 and 20 degrees.
Yeah.
So call it 55 to between 55 and 60.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Straight ahead, I mean, things you can get off the water quicker, you can use the flaps, or you can roll the float. Let's try the flap technique. Go
so let me
ahead.
ask you this. I was thinking about this. Rolling the float, is it easier for a guy to lift his own side at the... Because when I roll it your way, I got to give a lot more rudder. If I go to the P factor side, but I don't know. What do you prefer?
Oh, I can do either one, but yeah, the other one's easier to do. Yes.
You're not stuffing the rudder. You're just almost everything's doing it.
But I do whatever I need to do.
Okay.
Based on wind or how am I going to turn out of. Because sometimes I do a dog leg, departure.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so we're going to wait on the water rudders.
If you're ready to go, bring them up in full power. Let's go. Push it over. We want to get this as quick as possible. There you go. Two flat, two flat, flat, two flat, two flat. That's it. Now it's accelerating. 20 degrees right away. There you go. 56 and 20. Nail 56. There we go, 600 feet per minute, 700, nail 56. Pretty good, huh? But you gotta get to flaps 20. You try to do that with flaps 40, which a few guys of mine have done.
Gotcha.
You're not gonna make
So
it.
once the float's clear, you can get rid of the flaps.
Yeah, I can pitch it over ground speed, accelerate flaps all together.